Hello everyone and Happy New Year's. I am happy that you're here and welcome to my home. I am coming to you with 2025's summary. I'm going to be rather quick with it because I don't want to get into really deep detail. It's my whole spreadsheet is just stats that maybe you are not interested in, but I picked a few out that you might be interested in, and I figured I'd let you know what they were and some things that I noted during the year. So yeah, stat wise, my average rating was 3.67 stars in my spreadsheet. I go to decimals. Unfortunately on Goodreads, of course, you only have 5 stars, full stars, but yeah. Completed my 12 recs. Now what those are is I am a member of a book community on Facebook. Their link is below. It's We Be Bookin'. And usually I will ask them for 12 recs. Now there are times where people have recommended books to me outside of that group that I added to the 12 recs. But in this case, it all came from that group. So I finished all of the books that were recommended to me at the beginning of last year. And then I submitted 71 entries for other challenges. So I was really happy about that. I finished my A to Z challenge, which is a challenge where you try to get the letters of the alphabet either from the title or from the name of the author. And now I tried to do, there's a curated list that's put out by the club, and I tried to do everything on the curated list. You get extra points for that. This is a little contest, so you get extra points. But some of the things I couldn't get, and another one I had to DNF. I couldn't stand it. So I decided to yeah, just take whatever I needed from my other reading, and it fit in. So I got all of my letters done. And then I spent some money. So I spent $71.19. Most of that is Kindle Unlimited, which I have canceled. And the reason being is that I was not reading enough. I read like 6 books from Kindle Unlimited. And I didn't feel that I read enough to warrant the cost that was going out. I could have used that money toward a book that I had been wanting, that may not have been on Kindle Unlimited. So I decided to cancel that, and I have not missed it. So that means I didn't need it. There were a few little small book purchases in there. I usually don't pay very much for my purchases. It's like a $3 thing and less sometimes. Like, I don't spend a lot on books. I mostly do library books, which brings me to my next stat. I read 57 library books last year. So I was happy with that. I did 51 audiobooks last year. Now, or still this year, I guess, but it's 2025. I was surprised at that and not surprised at that. I like the audiobooks a bit, but unfortunately, I don't like them as well as the visual reading. And the reason being is because I don't take them in as much. So, yeah, so I have some changes I'm going to do for 2026. That's coming either tomorrow or the next day. I read mostly fantasy and historical fiction in that order for the year. That was my genre that I read the most of. I read 11 Canadian authors. I want to increase that in 2026, but I won't get into that. I'm going to try not to talk about 2026. So some of the things I noted, like I said, with Kindle Unlimited, I only read the 6 books. It wasn't worth it. I decided I did not like short story books. I don't know whether I can't get into the characters because they're so short. I don't know whether I've tried them. I just can't get into them. They're like graphic novels. I have tried graphic novels. I've even tried vintage graphic novels, and I just cannot get into them. A lot of people like them, and you know, I just, for some reason, I just can't. There were some books that I rounded up on Goodreads that I did not feel warranted it. And that's going to be changing in 2026 as well. I started a new YouTube channel. This one. So Bobbi-Jo Reads went live this year, and hopefully I am going to build a good base. I'm hoping people recommend me or notice me somehow and come back. My favorite books were, my favorite book was There Are Rivers in the Sky. I will put that somewhere around here. And my least favorite book was Anita DeMonte Laughs Last. So, yeah, those were the ones that stuck out for me. So like I said, tomorrow I'm going to be, tomorrow or the next day, I'll be posting what is going on for 2026, because I have a lot more information about goals that I'm going to be on, challenges I'm going to be doing. One of them, a new challenge that I'm going to be doing regarding reading Canadian authors, stuff like that. So look forward to that. But in the meantime, this is what I have, and I hope you enjoyed stopping by. And again, Happy New Year. Okay.